positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Covington steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see...
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And this one is incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Tigers are able to... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down. Covington eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on third down, Covington. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Covington. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is Floyd, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Covington. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Able to shake him off. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Covington. Flush to his right. And he's got a man here, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, Covington. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the 1st. Timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
That's caught inside the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.